Thank you for tuning in to Watch Sixto. My name's Sixto. Today is a um, Armitron review-ish. This watch was, uh, literally was handed to me for a battery repair. This is my coworker's watch. He asked me if I do watch repairs, and I told him yes. So since I have it in my grubby paws, I'm gonna take advantage of it. So the case back, I think that's the movement 6P29. It's a Japanese movement. I upload a video or an image that I took since I took the case back off of it. This is a water resistance of 165 feet, all stainless steel, 20/5144 GPPL. That might be the reference model. This is an Armitron. I haven't had one of these since the 90s. Speaking of which, the company was started in 1975 by Eugene Glunk, and there's a new owner as of when I looked it up, as of late 90s, early 2000, by the name of Barbara. What led them to their somewhat, rise to fame was the fact that they were using LED to power their watches, so you could see the time. And he was partnered with a guy named Armin, and he got the name Armitron from Armin and electronics, and he separated the electronics, and he put and he got cut off his name, but Armitron. That's how he got it. Then they had a little fallout by the pretty much at the end of the 70s, before the start of the 80s. He had a fallout with him, and he had commandeered all the rights to Armitron into his portfolio. So he has the right to sell Armitron at his will, and which is a pretty crazy story. There are several professional athletes in the 90s that were caught in the limelight of Armitron because they were using they went to LCD pretty much in the 80s to the 90s. Then they went to more different movements, quartz, which we have right here in front of us, some automatics. They went with the LCD, which is a liquid crystal display, and they found out that it was more durable, long lasting, so you could have this for years without any problems, and especially if you're outdoors, it was able to withstand whatever Mother Nature was throwing at you at the moment. And so when I was saying about the 80s or the 90s, there were some professional athletes that were rocking Armitron. You had Jerry Rice, Boomer, Larry Bird was one of them, and I forgot the other ones. Brain fart. But yeah, so he had a pretty somewhat successful few years creating the watch. And case point, back to this one. This one is on the gold-plated, pretty much male end links, because when I took it off, the bracelet, where you see how it the function, that's what it was all hanging out. So when I was measuring it from the end, as you can see how it's almost not hugging, from the lug to lug where I measured it, I had it at a 59.4. The case diameter from the 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 46.5 if you want to measure from the 9 to 3. I had a 50 on the dot. Thickness is a 12.2 millimeters. It has a flat mineral crystal. It has gold plated. What's pretty cool about it that you got, let me move the hand out of the way. Let's go with the 1010. What you see here, you got your 9 o'clock position, you got your date wheel, and you have your calendar 31, and you got your 24-hour sub dial at the 6. To play with that, well, you got to rotate the hand all the way around to advance the day. If you want to go from Friday, Thursday, you got to advance it 24 hours. If you want to change the date, let's see, too far. There it is. Turning it counterclockwise. You see the 3 o'clock where the date wheel is at. This is what I actually like what they did. And today's date, which tomorrow will be the 20th. So once it's all done, you set the crown to the start position. It's a pull push crown, simple 3-hander, Japanese movement. Didn't see what movement it was, but let's see. We'll zoom out a little bit and give you a wrist shot. 7 3/4 inch wrist. Let's see if I could. Well, there it is. Armitron on the wrist. I remember seeing the commercials for this back in the day, but I actually never owned one. I don't know if I will. Oh, and as of 2020 or 2001, they are they have their clock in the New York Yankee Stadium, so that's their other claim to fame. I don't know if I should hang my hat on that part, but you know, if you're a Yankee fan, don't know. But let me know what you guys think about Armitron. Are they worth the few pennies? Or would you rather just shell out for a Casio, a Seiko, or any other brand? Let me know in the comments below. Until the next one, you guys have a good one. Bye.